Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we have the senatorial candidate from the state of Alabama in the 2017 special election, Doug Jones versus Donald Trump. This is a situation as if Doug Jones won the Democratic nomination versus President Trump in the general election. So right now, Doug Jones, he's one of the favorites by some, and while Roy Moore is the favorites by others. As of right now, there's about a 50-50 chance for either party to win the state of Alabama, which is very surprising, but it's all because of the scandals and the allegations against Roy Moore. But this is just a scenario of if Doug Jones was elected the next senator, and he went on to win the 2020 Democratic nomination. So we're going to start off in the West Coast, obvious states that would go for Doug Jones, and then we go over into the Romney states. The states that went for Mitt Romney won't really be contested that much in 2020. Some states that Trump won in 2016 should be considered toss-ups, like the Rust Belt. So then, right now, we're just filling in the map. This would be just like a typical election. North Carolina, I don't think that Doug Jones really has a chance there. Actually, with the Southern appeal, he might have a chance, but I think Trump would overall be the victor, and I don't want to spend extra time talking about it if I don't need to. So now these are the states that will truly be toss-ups. Iowa, not so much, but Jones would have 201 electoral votes to Trump's 212. In the Rust Belt, you know that one, that's a little tricky. I think Trump could actually carry the Rust Belt again, just based on the fact that Doug Jones would not be able to appeal to them. He's a Southerner. He doesn't come from the white working class. He only won his election because of sexual harassment allegations. That would be the case in this situation, and that would give. I don't think that the Rust Belt will see him as a new businessman, a new economic leader to lead them out of poverty, or get them better jobs, or employ them, things like that. I don't think Doug Jones is that type of leader. If the rest of the Rust Belt goes, so would Ohio, because it's far more conservative than the rest of the Rust Belt, effectively making Donald Trump the next president. Same thing would go in the state of Florida. I think the state of Florida would go to President Trump. I think he would be able to carry that state, although Doug Jones is from the state of Alabama. I don't see that really grasping on the Florida voters. They're far more different electorates, and it's going to be a lot harder for a Democrat to win in a state like Alabama than Florida. But even with that considered, this was a special election with sexual assault claims against the other candidate. I know there are some against the president, but people typically disregard those. In a state like Alabama, in the Bible Belt, that one's a little heavily more weighed. And the state of Florida, I think the senior citizen vote would definitely come out for Trump again. If the tax bill passes, then that could also help Trump in his re-election campaign. But right now, I think Trump would be re-elected against Doug Jones. I don't think he's that strong of a candidate. But then we go over to the Western Coast, and that's a little silver lining for Democrats. I think they would win both Nevada and Colorado, just holding their Democratic identities. But a flip from 2016 would be the state of Virginia. Again, the Southern factor does come into effect, but then again, we have to realize that the conservative vote would be very strong against Doug Jones. He wouldn't be from a necessary swing state. He wouldn't be able to help the campaign in any way in certain states. Like Hillary Clinton coming from New York, it didn't really help her that much in New York. In fact, she actually lost margins. But if she came from a state like Florida, it could have helped her. Coming from a solid red state like Alabama, not being a conservative Democrat does not help you whatsoever, especially in some states that have more moderate Democrats that may vote for Republicans in some instances. So this is the electoral map before New Hampshire is called, and I'm going to call New Hampshire for Trump. I think Donald Trump would carry. Actually, I don't know why I filled in Maine all the way. But New Hampshire, I think that one would go for President Trump because I think he would be able to carry the 4 electoral votes based on the fact that he has more northern appeal. He would be able to take those voters. He narrowly lost it in 2016, although he did make those comments. I don't think Doug Jones is strong enough of a candidate to attack him on those issues. So this is the final electoral map, where Jones gets 215 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 323. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.